Well, guys, we did it. We are finally at the final chapter for the entire Car Seat Headrest discography over review. I'm very tired right now, and you can probably tell from my voice. And this might be the end, but it might not be, because chapter 2, part 1, is not uploading for some reason. It's currently saying that it's stuck at 66% and with 2 minutes remaining, which I think means it's stuck, which it might mean I have to redo the entire thing. But if I do, I'll not make it like me in it. I'll just make it a black screen, because I'm not going to do a bunch of stuff all over again. I was throwing up during that one. Anyways, yeah, let's get into chapter 3 for Car Seat Headrest. At this point, Will joins the label Matador Records and now actually has a band with him. This band includes Ethan Ives as the guitarist, bass, and backing vocals, who later becomes front vocals with some songs, and I don't really like the vocal stuff he does. Next is Seth Balby for bass. Balby? Yeah, Balby, sorry. It was Dabley. Dabley. That was a D. That was a D. Can you not read? Next is Andrew Katz for drums, percussion, and background vocals. And they also do Hollywood, I'm pretty sure. They do that song that comes up in the later song I'm mentioning, Making the Door Less Open. And, yeah. Since now he has a band, he has a label, he has a better studio quality thing. Since he has all of this, it's time for him to work on his first album under this label called Teens of Style. This album is personally one of my favorites for Car Seat Headrest, because it's just a bunch of the old songs that I mentioned before, but kind of redid into something new. It's brand new now, kinda. Some of them do have different lyrics, some of them do not, some of them sound different, some of them, yeah, all of them sound different. But overall, I really like what he did with most of the songs on this album. And also, this has a couple different album cover versions. First one is this one, which is on the CD and is also on like streaming platforms. Then second one is for the vinyl. It has this album cover. And then third one's for cassette. It's like yellow and stuff. But I did not have that one, sadly, because I don't have the cassette because it was limited edition. But I might get it someday, hopefully. Anyways, let's start with the first song on this album, Sunburned Shirts. This song is basically the same thing, but with some audio quality changing. And in the beginning, you know the song No Starvin' from 3? It takes to begin from that, which is O Starvin' reversed, and puts on this. And that's because O Starvin' is the final song for this album, spoiler alert. Personally, I prefer the original version a lot more, but yeah, that's just all I have to say. Next is the drum. And the only change with this one is how they did the instrumentals and just how it sounds. I like this one a lot more than the original because you can hear more of what he's saying. And there's one part that doesn't have like the extreme drums and stuff, and it's like a little bit more slow, so you can actually hear what he's saying.
The gun goes off. He's always off about something.
I like that add-on. Next up is Something Soon, which once again, nothing really changes except for the audio quality.
I want to sing this song like I'm dying. Heavy boots on my soul. I need something soon. I need something soon. I can't talk to my folks. I need something soon. I need something soon. I want to sing this song like I'm dying. Heavy boots on my soul. I need something soon. I need something soon. I can't talk to my folks. I need something soon. I need something soon.
Next up, we have No Passion. This one does actually have like a big change. The only thing that doesn't change with this is the chorus and the final verse. Everything else, different.
Betraying no emotion underneath your aviators and your flight attendant uniform, perfectly tailored for your 91-degree angle shoulders. Fucking goddamn how I love your shoulders. I don't want to do this, I am thinking like a child, I am speaking to no one, spitting words out like dirt. In the morning I'm a corpse, draft my emails to the corporation. You're saving my life every day, God bless you. There's no way out for cowards, suicide is embarrassing. The whole town at your door, come back David, we need you. I just needed more money, more time, more love. All my desires are so poorly drawn now.
I don't know why Will decided to change most of this song. Maybe he didn't like how the original song was. Who knows? But honestly, I think some of the changes here are better than the original version. But that's just me. Next song we have is Times to Die. And the thing that changed with that is once again the audio quality. But also, the opening line does change.
I think I'm gonna build a giant hotel. Lest we be scattered, I'll stack it sky high. It's not symbolic, it's just human nature. Under the foundation, there is a graveyard.
And also, he has a little bop in the song randomly, which I think sounds pretty fun. And also, there's this one part that also changes too.
My way into your heart, worming my way onto the charts. I want a deal, let's make a deal, let's cut a covenant. Got to have faith in the one above me, got to believe that Lombardi loves me. It's a deal, I want a deal, let's cut a covenant.
Yeah, so there's a bit change. It changes slightly, but not as much as it does with No Passion. Next, we have Teenagers Take Off Your Clothes, and this is from 3. With this song, nothing changes. It still sounds bad quality, but I still love it personally. I still think it's a little bit better than the original, mainly because I don't know, it's just something about it that sounds better.
Send me a letter, send me a clothes. Send me a postcard, send me a drum. Send me a letter, send me a glove. I got it bad now, I want your clothes. Send me a picture, send me a glove. I got your soul now, I got your clothes. Send me a letter, send me a glove.
Next song we have is one of my personal favorites from this album, Strangers. I don't know what it is about this song, but I love it. They changed the verses that come in between, like in front of the chorus. And I like what they did with it, and I like how I just like the changes they made. And overall, it's just an amazing song, and I love the chorus. Next up, we have Mod Gone, and the main change with this song is the instrumental section. It sounds like a lot more like punchy and like better, just more stuff happening. And I just love what they did with this song and like the instrumental section. I love the instrumental section with this song so much.
When I dress back, it snows white. I know this
Next up, we have Los Borrachos. I don't have any hope left, but the weather, it's nice. I messed up the name so badly there. Personally, nothing changed in my opinion. And I still prefer the original one. I don't know, it's just, I like the original one sound a little bit more. Next up is the song Bad Role Models, Old Idols, Exhumed, Teenagers, Put Your Clothes Back O. This song is an original song and is not a remake from the other ones. I don't really know what it's about, but it does have the lyric, "You probably look like an idiot in that hat."
We are friends, we are friends. What's my name? What's my gender?
which is also from the song Misheard Lyrics from Monomania. Monomania was so bad to record in Chapter 2, Part 1. Like the original version that I did. I don't know what version's up right now because currently it's stuck. But hopefully that one got uploaded because that was a crazy time. And finally, we have Oh Starvin'. And I really love this song. It used to be my favorite song of all time until I heard like other songs from Seat Headrest, like Strangers. I really like this version of Oh Starvin' the most. I don't know what it is, but it sounds the best. It goes back to the piano style that was used in the original. I think that was in 3. And then also changes one of the lyrics. It changes it from and makes it say so he's saying goodbye all you human styles, and that's because this is Teens of Style. And overall, this album is just my favorite because it takes a lot of my favorite songs and changes them into it just makes them better than they originally were. And it sounds better to hear a lot of the songs in this version than the others. And honestly, I think with this album, it just shows that even though Will did join a new label and is now doing new stuff with his music, he's not forgetting about his old stuff. He's bringing that with him on his journey into the future of his music career, which I really like. I don't know why they allowed him to do this, though. I think they're just allowing him to do whatever he wants.
Fuck you.
Next up, we have the album Teens of Denial. I do not have a physical copy for this one, sadly, but it is what it is. This one does have 2 album covers too, by the way. One's like a little wow thing, and one's a square. I don't know why they changed it, but they did. Let me just put Teens of Style over here. And also the album cover is 2 kids fighting, and apparently Will just found it in a book and used it. I don't know if he got a copyright for that. I think he would, but he didn't, so. This album is mainly about college and parties and getting drunk and fear of the real world after school, and then also love, and then just everything about college, and yeah. The first song, Fill in the Blank, is basically about being depressed while everyone around you tries to tell you that there's like nothing to be depressed about and that you're just not trying hard enough to enjoy life.
You have no right to be depressed. You haven't tried hard enough to like it. Haven't seen enough of this world yet. But it hurts to stop your whining, try again. No one wants to cause you pain. They're just trying to let some air in. But you hold your breath, you hold your breath, you hold it. Hold my breath, I hold my breath, I hold it.
But in the end, he talks about how he tried to fight and try to see the world in a good way, but it just hurt him, and he will never be as happy as everyone else is.
Gonna right to be depressed and giving everything trying to fight it. I've seen too much of this world, yeah. So it hurts, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts, and I will not see the light. That sunshine in your eyes. You just wanna see me make it so. Hold my breath, I hold my breath, I hold it. Hold my breath, I hold my breath, I hold my breath, I hold my breath, I hold my breath.
And it hurts too much. The next song is Vincent. This is about Vincent van Gogh being on the Wikipedia page for clinical depression.
They got a portrait of Van Gogh on the Wikipedia page for clinical depression. Helps you describe it, yeah, helps you describe it, yeah, helps you describe.
It's also about college parties and them going wrong and the cops being called and wanting to go home.
I don't have the strength and I'm paying the time. I pour myself a drink, I tell myself a lie. You know I'm worried, you know I'm trying. Don't you know I'm not strong? Don't you know I'm not trying? Someone's getting lucky, someone's gone with the cops. Someone takes me away, someone make it all stop. I had a bite tomorrow, spend it all today. Now I'm silent at last, yeah, I have nothing to say.
Next up, we have the song Destroyed by Hippie Powers, which is a very fun song. I really like this song. And it's basically about wanting to go home from college due to hippie powers destroying you.
It's more than what you bargained for, but it's a little less than what you paid for. My hotels come undone, my microphone hangs limp on the nightstand. Tell my mother I'm going home. I have been destroyed by hippie powers. Tell my mother I'm going home. I have been destroyed by hippie powers.
And then you kill your past self and take its place.
What happened to that? Tell me little kid. Oh, smile too much and love the Beach Boys. What happened to that? Kill that fucker and I took his name and I got no glasses.
Yeah, it's like basically about changing yourself and hippies introducing you to a new way of thinking. And I think it's very interesting. Next song we have is Joe gets kicked out of school for using drugs with friends, but says this isn't the problem. Or a problem. A problem. It's a problem. Don't do drugs. This song is basically about what the hell is. Doing drugs and drinking and feeling like a piece of crap due to the drugs and drinking.
It's Friday, I took acid and mushrooms. I did not transcend. I felt like a walking piece of shit. A stupid looking jacket.
The song says we are just teens of style in it.
We are just teens of style. Oh, we are just teens of style.
Which I think is just a fun callback to Teens of Style. Next up we have the song Not What I Needed. This is about asking for advice but not being able to get the advice you needed that could help you. And just about not being able to explain your issues well.
I have nothing but questions. I need answers. Those would fill me up. People give good advice, get a job, eat an apple, it'll work itself out. It's a fate, it's chemistry, it's your own fault. While listen us, we're just people too.
And it's also talking about like why he made Teens of Style, and apparently it's to revisit his teen years with that album, and it's a way of showing his emotions on that stuff, which I don't really get. Also, I forgot to mention in the beginning of the album, it says,
"What's up, guys? You are now listening to Seat Headrest."
I have a pin that says that. I got a pin that says that. It glows in the dark. Hold up. Hold up. Look at that. Seat Headrest. Sorry, I just want to show off my glowing pin. The song we have is Drunk Driver / Killer Whales, which is about being a mess and knowing it and knowing it's not a good thing to be the way he is.
We are not a proud race. It's not a race at all. We're just trying. I'm only trying to get home. Drunk drivers, drunk drivers. This is not a good thing. I don't mean to rationalize or try and explain it away. It's not okay. Drunk drivers, drunk drivers.
And also, it's not a good thing to do drugs. But he talks about trying to live with it. But
if we learn how to live like this, maybe we can learn how to start again. Like a child who's never done wrong, who hasn't taken that first step.
But he then says that it doesn't have to be like this.
It doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't have to be like this. Killer whales, killer whales.
And he wants to change. It's just basically that. Next up is 1937 State Park. This is one of my personal favorites from this album. And this is about having to look at yourself, but also doing crimes and being shaken down by the cops and walking home while crying afterwards. And then also trying to be strong and hide your feelings from people while crying. And it's just about a bunch of crazy stuff. And it's just... the sound of the song is crazy, and I love it.
No one should ever have to look at themselves. High school dream, guys in the hospital, is behind a Jordan, down Jordans. Lyrics of popular rock ballads changed to include his name. I'm taking back my heart. You were digging a hole for 6 feet at the state park. I didn't want you to hear that shake in my voice. My pain is my own. And when the cops took me down, I cried walking home. I cried walking home.
Next song we have is Unforgiven Girl, She's Not Anne. This is about the world being unforgiven, but there's a girl that will forgive him.
Everyone loves to live with their sins, but girl, you weigh us like a brand new skin. So take it off and let me back into you. It's an unforgiving world. She's not an unforgiving girl.
I think this is the same girl he was trying to hide his sadness from in 1937 State Park when he was talking about, I didn't want you to hear that shaking my voice, my pain is my own. But eventually he broke and she forgives him and tries to help him. Eventually she does help him and he starts to recognize himself again.
What a glorious hell we have found until I recognize the sound of my voice again.
Next song, Cosmic Hero, is about religious stuff and commit yourself completely into changing yourself completely.
Really wanna make it last. You could commit yourself completely. You could lie down in the river at last and let the dread complete you. And if you really don't want the pain, you could disengage completely, because it wasn't healthy anyway. And you've got a job and a family.
And there's not much to say about it other than it has a good chorus. Next song, the Ballad of Costa Concordia. It's basically about redeeming yourself, but then giving up. It talks about the blood on his hands and the things you have done and what happened to get him to where he is now. He didn't ask himself about, like, how is he supposed to know what to do with his life? How is he supposed to know all these things without anyone telling him in the first place? And then he starts thinking that God and the people around him won't forgive him for the stuff he did. And then he's just given up on changing himself now. So basically, it was just a waste of time.
Massive mistake. It was an expensive mistake. A horse broke his back to get me here. I have his blood on my hands for no reason. But what was I supposed to do? How was I supposed to know how to use a tube amp? How was I supposed to know how to drive a van? How was I supposed to know how to ride a bike without hurting myself? How was I supposed to know how to make dinner for myself? How was I supposed to know how to hold a job? How was I supposed to remember to grab my backpack after I set it down to play basketball? And how was I supposed to know how to not get drunk every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and why not Sunday? How was I supposed to know how to steer this ship? How the hell was I supposed to steer this ship? It was an expensive mistake. You can't say you're sorry and it's over. I was given a body that was falling apart. My house was falling apart. And I was given a mind that can't control itself. Right now. And I was given a ship that can't steer itself. What about a vacation to feel good? My horse broke his back and left me here. And how was I supposed to know? And God won't forgive me, and you won't forgive me, not unless I open up my heart. And how am I supposed to do that? I go to the same room every night and sleep in the same bed every night. The same fucking bed with the red comforter with the white stripes and the yellow ceiling light makes me feel like I'm dying. The sea is too familiar. How many nights have I drowned here? How many times have I drowned? I give up! I give up!
The next song is Connect the Dots, the saga of Frank Sinatra. It's basically about following your heart, do not listen to the people who tell you to get a real job, and do whatever makes you happy.
Never gonna get a job. Never gonna get a job.
He then ends the song by screaming. He does that for some reason. I don't know. And the final song is Joe Goes to School, and it's about Will seeing a horse and the horse seeing him. Then he wonders about how the horse is feeling, and then he tries to pet the horse, but the horse doesn't care. Then there's a car that appears, so he leaves. And that's the end of the album. I have no idea how that connects to the album at all, but I might be misinterpreting these songs and the entire meaning of the album. I don't know. I was just doing what I saw. I was just seeing what I saw in the lyrics, what I heard in the song, and saying what I thought it all meant in my head. And after that is actually a single called War is Coming If You Want. It's about some guy killing kids, and then it's also about suicide and war coming and crimes being committed by a girl. And it's interesting, but it doesn't really connect to any car seat headrest thing. It's just a single by itself. I didn't know where to put it, so I just put just in this section for some reason. I don't know.
Last night I dreamed that you'd murdered some kids, gone up towards the border where the freaks live. I couldn't tolerate it, yet somehow I did. If it had been on TV, I would have changed the channel. Thought now is the time to cast all of it aside. Stop spinning lines and justify the love suicide. And reach out your hand and save someone's life. Because war is coming. If you want it, war's keeping quiet in a season of crime. Walking away as if nothing had changed from that awful display. People are strange.
The next album we have is Twin Fantasy Face to Face. Yeah, we'll decide to re-record everything from Twin Fantasy, change it up a bit, and just do a bunch of stuff for some reason. Some of the changes are good, while some of them are just awful. Also, I have a Twin Fantasy pin right here. Also, I have I have Twin Fantasy. This is a CD that has both mirror to mirror and face to face, both versions. Apparently, he was recording the face to face version in 2016. I don't know why it says 2016. I think he was actually starting the recording for it in 2016, and he got like inspiration to do that by Teens of Style. And I also have a vinyl for face to face. It opens up and stuff. There's one from mirror to mirror, and the vinyl is actually white, while this one's black. I really want the mirror to mirror one because I really like that a lot more than face to face. Alright, it's enough for the vinyl review. It's time for the car seat headrest review. The first song is My Boy Twin Fantasy, which doesn't change much other than the audio quality.
My boy, we don't see each other much. My boy, we don't see each other much. It'll take some time, but somewhere down the line we won't be alone.
My boy, we don't see each other much. My boy, we don't see each other much. It'll take some time, but somewhere down the line we won't be alone.
And I like the original one more because it's more spooky. But then we got Beach Life and Death, which removes the first "The Ocean Washed Over Your Grave" part. And then it also like changes the part that was him talking about a book of Aubrey Bursley's art corrupting him and Kate and him being trapped inside his youth. And now it changes it to whatever this thing is.
Book of Aubrey Beardsley art corrupted me and you, and now I'm trapped inside my youth, and you're in love with late stage youth.
You came back alone with a flashlight. We're in the thunder arts so
And also the ending isn't him spamming. Yeah, it's not that anymore. It's now just the instrumental. For some reason now it's 13 minutes instead of 12 minutes. I don't know what happened to make it change from 12 to 13, because it feels like they actually removed more stuff than they added on. So wouldn't it make more sense for it to be less? I don't know. Next is Stop Smoking, which the only thing that changed is that they add We Love You to the title. And that's all. It's still a mid-song. Next song is Sober to Death, which just sounds more electronic than the original. But this version is a more popular version of Sober to Death. And it's for some reason more popular than the original. I like the original a lot more for Twin Fantasy. This version is still good though.
Take your hands off your neck and hold on to the ghost of our body. You know that good lies make bad stories. You can text me when punching mattresses gets home. Don't think it'll always be this way. Not comforted by anything I say. We were reds before we got into each other.
Next up though, we have Nervous Young and Humans, which changes a lot because it's so much more electronic now. And also it has a different ending, which instead of him saying you galvanistic in the chorus of the song, he now just changed it to a whole different thing.
You never lifted your voice. You never raised your hands. You never showed me you're inhuman. You understand.
And since he doesn't use galvanistic, he had to choose a different ending, which is now him talking about being a good person, and also about Jesus, and also about him getting flashbacks from IKEA.
I am a good person. I am a powerful person. I don't believe in evil. I think that evil is an idea created by others to avoid dealing with their own nature. I understand my own nature. Good and evil have nothing to do with it. I understand myself. I control myself. I control everything within myself. My domain is my domain. I can lie on my back and affect the lives of those I love without moving a finger. But I would only affect them in good ways. I don't waste time on evil. I'm a good person. Is this thing on? Do you know about Jesus? Do you really know? All you know is what you've been told. Listen with your heart. Sing with your heart. You've just been singing about girls. What do you know about girls? A pain star has entered your house. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to touch it? It only happens once every 1,000 years. Maybe even 2,000 years. And how long is a year, really? It's almost Halloween. I haven't done shit this year. It's been a summer. I can't even go to IKEA anymore. I got flashbacks. Fuck. You should see the lights that I got there. I think you'd like them. Isn't this weird?
And then in this, he mentions the Pain Star from Discetta Membra, which is a massive part of a song later, and I hate what they did with that song. I hate what they did. Absolutely despise what they did with that song, and I wish they didn't do it. Next we have Bodies, which once again doesn't change much except for the sound. And then we got Cute Thing, which has some slight changes. The way Will does the opening is different from the original.
I got so fucking romantic, I apologize. Let me light your cigarette. Come visit Kansas for a week of debauchery, songs and high fives and good sex.
And also he changes the little section in the beginning.
Give me that Bella's voice and Jordan's whistle state presence. I will be your rock backyard when you're rolling the dice.
Yeah, now it says this.
Give me Frank Ocean's voice and James Brown's stage presence. I will be your rock god when you're rolling the dice.
Yeah, but overall, those are the only changes he really did with this. But overall, that's all he changed with this song. And other than there's just nothing else than that. Next song we have is High to Death. This song changes a lot. In the end, it now includes him saying, I can't turn this thing off. It keeps following me. It used to be so human. Now it's just a machine. Which was a part of the song Overexposed Enjoy from Monomania. I'm so tired right now. After that, there's a voice message from a girl talking about pain she made called The Lady. And this basically talks about how she didn't feel well while making it and how intense it was and about how the lady is powerful and about what the lady represents. I think the end is kind of just boring because it's just someone talking about a picture they made. I don't get it. I think it ties into something somehow, but I personally don't care for it. Next, we have Famous Prophets Stars. I don't know what he did. He removed my favorite part from the song.
Too cliche. If the music has forsaken you, roll the stone over the grave. I never liked that one anyway. I'll stare into the face of whatever it is that's facing you. And if the levee breaks, you'll find out what it is that's replacing you. And when the mirror breaks, I wouldn't miss it for the world. Call it black
rock star, call it pain star. The same thing happens when you touch it. Did they tell you what happens when you touch it? Did they tell you what happens when you touch it? Did they tell you? Did they tell me what happened to you?
And then he freaking changed the whole part that comes before the.
Go back. We gotta go back. We gotta go back.
Yeah, he changed what comes there.
What is God? What is God on my head? Making shiny yellow light and in from my nostrils. It's bumping from my head and my ears turn up on. And I was riding it out and I was trying for this time. The bio-thing was powerful and inevitable. I fell in love with my fate as it crushed me to death. We gotta go back. We gotta go back. We gotta go back.
And now is this.
Did I fail when I wake up? Did I fall? Did I waste my time? Waste my time on a broken heart? Or is this the start of this great sorrow? Is this the start of everything? I'm not gonna end up a nervous wreck like the people I know who are nervous wrecks. Though I'm not gonna name names, yours was an exception. Did the sound just stop? At the end of every day, there'll be nothing left to say. There'll be no backstage pass. We gotta go back. We gotta go back.
It's an entirely different song, and I don't really care for it. He does mention the Pain Star again a lot in this song, and I think that's why it's called Stars, because it's the Pain Star. And also, he asks what happens when you touch the Pain Star. I don't know why he changed it so much, but I don't like it. I don't like the change. I love mines. I do not care for stars. It was a meaningless change. It doesn't make. I don't like it. And finally, we have the song "Twin Fantasy." Those boys. The only thing that really changed with it is the second to final section where he talks about the relationship between him and Kate, how it turned to just fantasy. Now it says,
This is the end of the song. And it is just a song. This is a version of me and you that can exist outside of everything else. And if it is just a fantasy, then anything can happen from here. The contract is up. The names have been changed. So pour one out, whoever you are. These are only lyrics now.
I think the change isn't that bad. There's definitely worse that happened, like Famous Prophet Stars. And overall, this is a very good album, but not as good as Mirror to Mirror. And I think the reason why I changed that, like the ending, is because him and Kate are on good terms now. And didn't want to make... I think that's actually why I remade the entirety of Twin Fantasy, because it was to show how his emotions progressed over the years after the breakup. And he didn't feel the same way as he did when he was making Twin Fantasy. Which makes sense on why he would remove the 3 transgressions. But I don't care. That part is amazing. That he could have just kept it, but changed the parts a tiny bit. But kept the 3 transgressions. Because I love that part for some reason. I don't know what it is about that part. Next up, we have Making a Door Less Open. or Madlow. This is why I consider it to be the downfall or the start of the downfall of Car Seat Headrest, because this was released in 2020 and it's not that good in my opinion. The album art does feature Kate Wirtz as the artist once again, and it's just not that good of an album. With this one, it tries to be more like lo-fi rock than like just rock like the other ones were being, and a lot more electronic for this one. I don't know why, but it's just something they were doing with this album. And so since I'm like run out of phone storage, I'm just going to talk about certain parts like very quickly. So first I'm going to talk about the song Weightlifters. It's basically about Will saying that he should start lifting weights, and about Wax Museum dream he had and how he was seeing patterns. And I think he was just high when talking about that part.
Back when I had time to dream, I dreamed of ordinary faces, frozen, unexpressed emotions, trapped inside the Wax Museum. And what my mind had been curating scandalized my sense of station. My face blurred and I woke up feeling like shit when I saw my ordinary face. I should start lifting weights.
Next is the song Can't Cool Me Down, which is about being high and dreaming. It's an okay song.
Schizophrenia dreaming, I got a real bad feeling. It tastes like lemon, having trouble breathing, getting high on nothing, taking credit for nothing.
But next is my personal favorite, which is Deadline Hostiles. It's about like being on someone's mind and about temptation and lust, and I just love the sound of the song a lot. It's one of my favorites, and also the chorus is the best part of the song.
Oh, completion, coming closer, let the candle burn right through. If you can't get what you're after any other way, am I on your mind? Is it what you like? Cover under your sleeve sometime. Am I on your mind? Is it what you like? Alright, I was really in the state tonight.
Next up is the song Hollywood, which is an awful song, and it has the worst vocals. It has Alex on like Jordan vocals with Will, and it's about Hollywood and about like capitalism with Hollywood, and it just doesn't sound good.
I'm sick of violence, sick of money, sick of drinking, sick of drugs, sick of fucking, sick of staring at the ads on the bus. Hollywood makes me wanna puke. Hollywood makes me want to. You got a face that you think will last as long as the Sphinx, but the poster's painted over in a week if it stinks. So let the people decide on a metro ride, because everyone's an artist, but no one has the time. Yeah, everywhere
Next is Hymn Remix. There's a different version of this on vinyl that's just called Hymn. Both are about religion, and both are just not good. Then it's the song Martin, which is about trying to find someone named Justin. And overall, I like the song. It kind of sounds like a Wilbur Soot song, and it makes me wish Wilbur Soot wasn't a bad person. But yeah.
Justin, I will find you in the winter. I will find you when the world is asleep inside. I will wake my eyes to starlight. I will find you. I will. Justin, light is falling. In the morning, someone's calling. I will find strength in your power. I'll stop running like a coward. I will find you. I will. Just when I think I'm gone, you change the track I'm on. Just when I think I'm done, you burn me up before the dawn.
Next song is Deadline Thoughtful, and it's about just wanting to dance or being awake and about compassion. It's basically just a dance song, but it's not as good as Hostile.
There was a predestined set of symbols ticking into place. A prom queen crown in the background, stepping out of frame. A pair of hands took me to your face. Your eyes held me for compassion. Is transforming me into compassion is transforming me into.
On CD, there's a version for Deadlines. It's just by itself. It's just called Deadlines. It's also on vinyl, and that's actually just about deadlines, which is interesting. It's better than Thoughtful, but it's not better than Hostiles.
Oh, that's good. That's so good. That's great. I'm trading in my mind, or breaking my deadlines. This time I'll try to get it right.
But it's a pretty good song. Then there's the song What's With You Lately, and it's about someone taking your place after a breakup. And it's not sung by Will at all. It's actually sung by Ethan Ives, who's the guitarist. And I don't like it mainly because I just don't like Ethan's voice that much, and I don't like how it's not Will.
He looks like you, but he's not. And he's in your seat.
Next is the song Life Worth Missing, and Will says himself that it's about a relationship that continues over many years, about how certain parts get worn down, while others remain. And the verses with those lines about the contrast between fantasy romance is the reality of loving someone or something like that. And so, as I see it, it's just about twin fantasy.
As if on cue, they lit a firework. The sky real bad, and I ran fast to get to you. I think you knew before the war began. What love and around told something can do to a man.
Then next is There Must Be More Than Blood, which is basically about how there must be more than things that, like, we are told that do certain things. That's how I see it, at least, or how there just should be, it's not just a simple answer to how things exist.
I was living in the Delta, wasting most of my time. You know, if I could close the blinds right, I could sleep all through the night. But I seen the tides rising. But once there was a shore, I can still remember houses stripped to the floor. There must be more than blood that holds us together. There must be more than wind that takes us away. There must be more than tears when they pour like the curtain. This much I'm certain.
And then we get to the final song, Famous, which is about hoping that what you're doing matters, or what he's doing matters. What Will's doing, he hopes what he's doing, it matters to someone. I don't like this song at all, mainly because of the robot voices used in it.
Matter. Please let this matter. No one can see.
Matter. Please let this matter. No one can see this or know that I need it.
Overall, this is a pretty not good album. It does also have some add-ons, like remixes and influences. The influences is just a bunch of covers of songs like Golden Years by David Bowie, Substitute by The Who, March of the Pigs by 9 Inch Nails, and Run Up That Hill by Kate Bush. And since they're not original songs, I'll not talk about them. And since they're remixes, I'll not talk about them. Next song is a cover of a song, We Look Like Giants by Death Cab for Cutie. It's in a collaboration with The Beths and Pickle Darling, because they did a cover of a song, Brand New Colony by the Postal Service, and they both add those songs together on a vinyl as like a tribute thing for something. I don't know what it was, but I'm not getting too into it because it's a cover. And finally, we are with the latest album of Car Seat Headrest, The Scholars.
Why couldn't Ziggy come back down?
This is basically a rock opera exploring the themes of religious anxiety and search for meaning, and a bunch of other stuff in a fictional place called Parnassus University. And the album cover is made by Kate Wirtz once again, which is very cool. The album is loved by many, but not by me, really. I did a live reaction to the album and... Again, gold. Go listen to this. He's speaking enchantment table right now, if you can hear it. Yeah. I listened to each of the singles when they came out, and I only liked 2 out of the 3, really. The second single, which turns out to be the opening song, I didn't really like that much. I didn't really like the opening for it that much. But after the opening, it did get good.
Silent whisper carried by the wind, chaos and insane. Let there be fire, let there be war. You collapse on my heart. I'm gonna stay with you. Next time you come my way, I'm gonna stay.
And that song is CFF, Gonna Stay With You. It's basically about the character Bioloco. I'm just gonna have it here. His connections with the SCOP, and one confirmation about his beliefs that he is connected with that group. Next is the song Deverox, which is about the character with that name who is struggling with sexuality and goes off to a clown college, which is a rival college with the university that this album is based off of.
First time that I felt its weight, I cried and I said never. In the space between here and you, there's a kid who don't know what to do. He waits in the silence to hear. And inside of the temperature, most of man is a high for you in the mind to think and get out of my garden, out of my head. Well, I wasn't born to be this, I was born to fight dragons with a crown on my face, with auspicious birthday, out of my garden, out of my head.
I personally like the sound of this song a lot. It's a very fun rock song. Then the next song is Lady Gay Approximately. This is about character Mallory visiting her parents after not getting an invitation to a Christmas dinner for a year. And this character is trans and the child of Lady Gay. And then he finds his mother, then tells his parents that they get the dead version of him, which is the version of them before they transitioned. And then he feels like his parents doesn't accept him, but then turns out at the end that parents do accept him, and then everything turns out fine. And it's a nice little folk song, and the story is like hard to get without doing much research, for me at least. But it's also a fun little story.
When you came in a coat of many colors, the shine of your feathers was like no other. Please wear it again. We swear we won't hurt you. We swear we won't hurt you this time. You're telling me not to say the name, but also you're looking in my eyes and asking, am I dead? No, you're my son. Am I dead? No, you're my son.
Next up is my personal favorite song from this album, the Catastrophe. Good luck with that, man. Sorry, I'm so tired. It's currently 2:10 a.m. And this song's about a group of clowns being led by the Chancellor, and they're like a band, and they're just touring to school, and they are just doing band tour stuff, or they're trying to help people find hope or something. I don't really know, but the song sounds very fun. also it repeats of the phrase. Which I guess is an add-on to the theme of death, which is apparently one of the themes with this album. But yeah. Next is the song Equals, which is about Biocolo and a new character, Perimonies, and it's about him. So Perimonies is apparently a professor, and Biocolo stole a skull or something from a college bard, and now a lot of the school hates him and is accusing him of doing that, but we don't know really what happened, and that's basically what the song is about. It's just about cancel culture.
Something in his voice that said the worst of it was true. Well, it really dawned into me. I can't bear to hear my name. I used to know my real one. Now it's covered up with shame. Without an offense, I stand and ask it to something left to say. What was the point of his hands if they could give nothing but pain? If I'm not what I'm supposed to be, if the front can't hold any hope, could you retain any hope in me? Or leave me to drown in the feedback covers on my feet? Checked all that now praise. The devil's familiar comes every night. It's listening to every prayer. Am I guilty again? Is that all I am?
Yes. Then there's the song Gethsemane. This is the first single they released, and it's actually a pretty good song in my opinion. It's about a character named Rosa who's studying medical school and at university after experiencing medically deceased patient. They brought them back to life, and then she gains like regeneration powers, or she can heal others by absorbing their pain. In each story, a soul she touches throughout the day, reality blurs, and she finds herself taken into a deep, secret facility buried beneath the medical school. Radiation being that covers the region over the college brings forth their dark plans. Apparently, she also gets taken hostage by a character called Behemoth. Interesting.
You promised me a good life if I followed all its wishes. I never missed a prayer and I always did the dishes. What's beautiful is good, but what's that blood along the ridges? What is that for? Tabernacle, tabernacle, tabernacle.
The next song is called Reality, which is the first song that made me lose interest of this album right away. Like, complete interest. It's mainly the guitarist Ethan Ives doing the vocals on this 11-minute song. And it's just pretty boring. Apparently it's about the Chandler person having an early death and his band members mourn his death. It's pretty straightforward, but it doesn't need to be a 11-minute song in my opinion.
In the best scene of the movie, driving a car that won't stop, distracted for sure, fighting some psychic war. We all were too wasted to stop. You said you'd take me away. Starship, but baby, why you have
Next, we have the song Planet Desperation. This is the longest Car Seat Headrest song, resting at 18, almost 19 minutes long. This song it features everyone in the band doing vocals, and it's mainly about how the campus got poisoned, and the clown rival college is raiding the college that we are focusing on. And then we follow a character named Hyacinth, and they're walking around the campus and witnessing all the chaos happening. Then there's the song True/False Lover, which is the final song for this album. And it's about the Chancellor. I don't know how to say that. I'll go and correct myself later on. But it's about how he actually did not die. And he is now a librarian in the campus. And it makes no sense. The story makes no sense. None of the things really connect that well. And I don't really care for this album that much. Honestly, Making the Door Less Open had some better songs than this album. Then after this, there's a 19-track CD full of demos. They came with an exclusive vinyl order if you spent like a certain amount of money. But since it's just demos, I'm not going to talk about it. So anyways, this has been the entirety of Car Seat Headrest, just summarized by me. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got some interesting Car Seat Headrest from this. And, yeah. This was for a school project, and it took so long. I hope I did not have to redo Chapter 2, Part 1. I hope it gets uploaded soon. Bye.